competitive Call of Duty. Now, I do play competitive COD if I haven't said it before. Um, my first ever competitive COD I played in was in, oh my god. Okay, my first competitive COD I played was AW, and I got into it really, and then I played Black Ops 3 and IW. I stopped playing IW, and I want to get to that for a second. So, reason why, hold up. Reason why I want to make this video because of the fact that the competitive Call of Duty community has been falling off in terms of, jetpacks are bad for the game. I just got knifed in the back. People complain about jetpacks are bad for the game. You know, Call of Duty doesn't feel competitive anymore. There's a lot of reasons for that. And how do I feel about it? I do agree with some things though that are you know competitive Call of Duty doesn't feel competitive because of the fact that the amateur side of the community kind of ruins it. And why is that? Ah, crap, got punched or shuffled. Well, the reason why is because of the fact that amateur players like me know very little about what happens in a day-to-day basis in a pro life. Okay, unless amateurs, unless there are amateur players that do happen to hang out with pro players or relate to them and shit like that to understand what it's like to be a pro. But the competitive Call of Duty scene is very hypocritical as well. What I mean by that is, actually, people know what I mean by that. Wow. Anyway, people know what I mean by that, which is like, you know, they complain about, a lot of things. Oh, trash talking is bad. Oh, trash talking is good. This teammate is bad. Oh, wait, he's really good. It's just everybody's hypocrites in the community, strongly in Call of Duty. I had played with a lot of players who are like, if you do bad in the first game, they will bitch at you, they will curse at you, they will not even want to play with you no more. But there's very few players who are actually like that, who are, okay, we should give them a chance, everybody does bad. Some people are not like that. People are very closed-minded and are very jump to the gun, rage at you. And I don't like how, Call of Duty is because of it. And it's ruining not just the competitive scene, but just ruining the overall aspect of Call of Duty. Now, IW was very shaky due to the fact that Synaptic Block ruined the game, OSA ruined the game because of, Synaptic Block was, it had a trait where you could jump very high. You had Rewind that was very powerful where you can, fast forward and stuff. And then you had a fast forward that's retarded. May you, go back to the place you was originally a few seconds back and give you full ammo and health. And, also was just, it was just for some reason it was good. And I don't know why. But there's a lot of chaos in the beginning of the game. You had teams falling off. You had, the top two teams to place in the first ever MLG event for IW to be top two disappointing teams now, which are Rise and C9. A lot of things have changed, a lot of things have happened. But back to how I feel about Call of Duty competitively. I would love to play competitive Call of Duty because it's the first ever competitive game I played. And like, if I don't play it, it makes me feel like I'm just abandoning something. I would like to play other comp games as well, like competitive games, excuse me. Like CS:GO, Halo, Gears of War is iffy. Um, you know, other games like that. Just to gain experience, gain skills in different games. And in Call of Duty, the way people hold up, let me did I mute my mic? Nope. Just in case someone joins my party. Um, you know, you know, competitive Call of Duty, the people make it seem like it's not skillful, and the amateur players, they're just only good in S&D, and that's the problem. There's very few amateur players that I would say that okay, they love respawn and stuff. Everybody else just want to play S&D, and they're making it like less like Call of Duty less skillful because of that. Because they don't want to be better, get better in other game modes. Like that's what I go to. And another thing I have another problem I have with Call of Duty comp community as well is the fact that AIDS has been pretty much AIDS. Reason why is people they get so butthurt easily playing AIDS. Oh, we lose one map. Oh, you leave. Oh, we started pit teams and lose two maps. Oh, they leave. And it's been probably 3 times in AIDS that I have played a full series with a team, a full series, and it sucks. It really did. And I don't like to waste my time. I don't think no one likes to waste their time. But when you have people who back out the first map after the first map, it gets frustrating. And want to ask yourself, like, what happened to the competitive Call of Duty? I mean, what happened to the community? I heard people talk about it was so peaceful, it was so, relaxed. You didn't have all these problems, and now it's one of the worst communities ever for gaming. And the reason why is because the people in the community, like the amateur players, people on Reddit who don't know what they're talking about, ruined it. And that's what I hate, because they want to make all these assumptions. They want to make all these issues like, oh, if a team does bad, let's get a roster change. And not even the people who don't even play the game, ruin it. Even the players do. The people who want to make roster changes, the people who, who are very hypocritical, they ruin the community as well. And so when you have people like that who's playing in the community, making it even worse because, they're, just playing competitive, and it's just, you don't know what to do. I love Call of Duty. I've always been a fan of Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been, one of my favorite first-person shooters I played. And, I don't want to see it collapse because of the people in it. Now, it's not mostly people's fault. I will take, the developers' fault as well for comp community to go down like this, and the overall community. Like CTF, not a competitive game mode. Every Call of Duty game that had a CTF in it was a competitive game mode. AW was questionable because it was only one CTF map for AW, but everything. But I think one year they didn't have CTF that had Blitz, and but pretty much every year that CTF was a game mode, it was a competitive game mode. When it was in Call of Duty, it was a competitive game mode, and I think Modern Warfare 3 didn't have it as a competitive game mode. I don't think so. I'm not too sure. I have to remember. But I just don't want to see Call of Duty collapse and kill their own self. It's bad enough that Halo, a beloved first-person shooter, especially in competitive community, because reason why is because it's pretty much was the first big esports name game. You know, MOG, Halo. If you don't know the players like the Walshy, the Ogre Twins, Final Balls, the team, Strong. What's it called? Strong Side? Yeah, Strong Side, the player, and Gandhi. You know, it's just those players, those teams help made competitive gaming a dream. Not even a dream, just make it a reality. And you gotta thank those players for that. You know, they help put MOG on the map. You know, now you have games like CS:GO and League of Legends killing it because there are big popular games. You know, in Europe. Well, League of Legends is a big popular game in like South Korea and shit. You know, CS:GO is a big game in what's it called, in Europe and stuff. So, and now look at gaming. Now look at what gaming is today. Gaming is like as big as just actual sports, and that's crazy. Cause like, who would expect, you know, gaming would be as big as playing sports? You know, I never thought of that. When I first heard of competitive gaming, I didn't even know it was the actual thing. I just thought it was some bullshit. And when I seen that, I was engaged, and Call of Duty was the first competitive game I ever watched. Fell in love with it. And I know I'm like kind of sidetracking here a little bit since I'm playing the game and hard to think, talk, and try to play the game, but you know, actually I'm killing it right here in this map. This is the map I played at first earlier, but I'm doing well, 31 and 7. Let's see if I can get at least 50 kills. I know I won't get 70. 70 is out of the question. But yeah, but like, I want competitive Call of Duty to succeed. I want it to get better. I want people to, you know, come play competitive Call of Duty, you know? And I want to make a video about how I feel about Rainbow Six competitively, because like, I have a lot of mixed feelings with that. And most of it is not really good, not good at all. So, in the next video I make about how I feel about a competitive game, I'm gonna go with Rainbow Six, talk about that. That might be a lengthy video as well. Make it like a, I want to have like a video, or what's it called, a video? Yeah, I'm gonna do like play it casual and like live stream it, something like that. Wow, you got turned on. But anyway, yeah, I'll make a video on competitive Rainbow Six, how I feel about that. Cause you know, I'm a fan of Rainbow Six. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've been a fan with Rainbow Six for a while, since Vegas 2 on P3. But I have very mixed feelings about it, and I'm gonna talk about that later. But let's get back to Call of Duty. Anyway, you know, I want competitive Call of Duty to succeed. I want Call of Duty overall to succeed. Cause you know, I was not always a competitive, you know, player. I was always a casual player in gaming, and then just knowing that I could make money, make a living off of playing games. You know, even though it's not as easy as you think it is, I mean, it's pretty much a dream come true for any gamer to have. So why not, like, take a shot at it? It doesn't work out, doesn't work out. It does, it does. But yeah, I'm done with the video. I hope you like it. Hope you, you know, even care to watch it. If you don't, it's fine. I don't mind. Just want to make it just to make it. So, yep. Talk to you later.